Hello, 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 everyone. Oh my God, I look so shiny today. What is happening? Welcome to my Facebook Live party. I am so excited to hang out with you guys today. I cannot wait to share the message that has been brewing in me really since last night, and I want to share it with you guys today. I'm going to share this over into my free Facebook group. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to scroll through the first minute and a half, 2 minutes or so. I am going to share this over in my free group. If you guys are not a part of the group yet, hi Rose, hello. If you are not part of the group and you do run a business, hi Shannon, Millennial Business Babes Unfiltered, that is my free hangout. I've got so much exciting stuff coming up for that group, so definitely make sure that you come hang out with us there. Hi Shannon, how was Summit? Did you guys have so much fun? Let me see. Hi Jill, hi. Hello everyone, hi Jennifer. Definitely if you guys are hanging out with me live, please share below that you are here, that you are hanging out with me. How are you guys feeling today? It's Tuesday, how's your week going so far? I can't do two things at once. Hi Miranda, hi girl, hey. P.S. Sorry that I'm so shiny, it's freaking hot AF in Texas, okay? I can't even anymore. I was telling my coach I really want to go live every day with some kind of piece of nugget of gold or whatever, something I can share that I'm going through, that I'm working through. Hi, Megan. Hi, so happy you're here. And I was like, but it's so hot in Texas. I have to wash my hair every 5 seconds. I have to wash my face all the time. I'm always sweaty. I literally have only left my house today to walk my dog and go grocery shopping. And I put makeup on this morning and I'm so shiny. I need those pore pads or whatever, or I need a matte. But I do like the dewy look. Do I look dewy or do I look sweaty? Let's be real though, there is a difference. Come hang. Hi, Stephanie. Let me share this in my free group. Let me share this quick. I can't talk and type at the same time or I start typing what I'm talking about. So I want to share today's topic. It's going to be all about, which I'm going to get to in a second. Let me focus on one thing. Come hang with me. Let's have a real... I used to think about, okay, here's the thing. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mariana. I used to think of Facebook Live oh, I need to make sure I can repurpose this somewhere else. And so I'm not going to I need to be super professional all the time, from start to finish. I'm over that. I hang out with people on their Facebook Lives because I have fun, seeing the behind the scenes. I want to see the nitty gritty. I don't want to see some perfect polished thing. I like kind of seeing what is kind of happening in their world. So that's kind of how I treat this now. Just like I didn't even take out my clip. This is how I wear my hair when I'm at home. I've had a day of calls and videos and podcast interviews, so that's what this is. And yes, I still wear it to the grocery store. So that's what it is. But okay, so I want to talk today about what is stopping you from showing up as yourself. What might be stopping you from showing up and letting your true, authentic message shine through. And I want to share a story with you because this is why this is coming up for me. So as you guys know, I started yesterday. We had so much fun. My 7 days introducing spirituality into your business. I'm not going to talk to you about it today because doors are closed. It's done for I don't know till when. But what happened was I noticed, because I ran this once before back in May, and it was game changing. It was killer. It was amazing. I am so proud of it. I gave it my all. It was the most incredible training that I've run. And I say that with such gratitude and such honor. And it was amazing. And the testimonials that I shared with you guys were incredible. And here's the real, vulnerable, behind-the-scenes truth of a coach, which I'm sure you guys can relate to. Hi, Sarah. So feel free to share below or give me some love if you relate to this. But you've run something before and now you're going to run it again, and you almost get so nervous and you get too much in your head that you start overthinking everything. You start overthinking it rather than just allowing yourself to be the channel, allowing yourself to be the vessel for the message to come through. Hi, Rachel. So Rachel, you might relate to this because you were in my first training and now you're in my second. Hi, Marissa. And so I noticed yesterday that I got really nervous, and I was like, why am I nervous? I know this shit. This is my jam. This is what I love. This is what I teach. This is what I preach. This is what I walk my clients through. I love this stuff. Why did I get choked up right before I went live? And then after I went live last night doing our first training for the entire hour, I started to second guess myself the whole time, and actually had to go back and rewatch it because I'm when I speak, in all honesty, a lot of the times I black out because I'm not speaking from certain notes or anything. I'm speaking because I'm being channeled. The divine is speaking through me, whether you believe in God, source, universe, your highest self, whoever it is to you that's helping you run the show. These are borrowed words. They're borrowed thoughts. They're borrowed ideas. They're not actually mine. Like half of the stuff I say, in all honesty, I don't even know where it came from. Maybe it came from a podcast I listened to or a book I read or something, or it was an experience I had or something I've walked someone through. But a lot of the time, I don't even really know where it's coming from. I truly believe that being a coach, being someone who is intuitive, being someone who serves others, the truth of the matter is that it's a gift that you've been given. It's a gift that you've been given to fulfill your purpose. And so when we're tapped in, when we're checked into our heart and our soul, and we're able to hear clearly what we're supposed to be saying, the nerves go away. The nerves are there. This is my strong point of view. The nerves are there when you are too much in your head and you're overthinking things and you're trying to be the type A that I also am at heart. The type A, the organized, like before I went live last night, I like rewatched my first round of the training. I rewatched that video because it was so powerful and it was so good. And I was like, okay, I want it to be just as good. That I started to like overthink it before I got on and started to like second guess myself before I went on and like stressed myself out when like, this is my shit. This is my jam. Like, this is what gets me so freaking excited that I don't even really totally need notes. Yes, I needed notes for like the 8 journal questions I gave them, so I knew what the questions were. But for the most part, it was different, and it was whatever needed to be heard, because the 18 women that I'm serving in this round are totally different women than the first 11 that I served. So if you are running a training of any kind, or you run some kind of challenge group, or you run some kind of class, or whatever it may be, course or program, the content is going to be a little bit different if you're filming it live, because what's coming through you is whatever this specific group of women need. Same here with who you are here with Miranda and with Shannon and with Jennifer and with Rachel and with Jill and with Hannah and with all of you beautiful women. The message here is different than if it was 5 other types of people on the call, right? Like, it's coming through me, whoever needs to hear something that I'm sharing. Does that make sense? So it was really powerful, like of a lesson for me because I very much so can tap a lot into my masculine. I'm a hustler, I'm an achiever, I'm a go-getter, I'm driven, I'm like go, 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 go. I can go until the cows come home and like get myself into burnout and overwhelm very easily because I'm just a doer by nature. But we need to tap more into our being and who we're being, and drop more into our heart and drop more into the feminine, not having to do with the male or female, but the feminine and the masculine. We need to get more out of the hustle and back into the flow, back into really being able to kind of balance the two out. Is this making sense? Let me know. But really making sure that we're in the flow and we're in our heart, so that whatever needs to be heard is what is said. We need to learn to trust ourselves again, right? Because it's so easy. Hi, Sarah. Hello, hello. I'm so glad you're loving this. Miranda, I can't wait to go back and read your comment. Hi, Shannon. And what's so powerful is that we get out of the trust when we get into comparison, even if we're comparing ourselves to ourselves, right? So if you've run a training before, or you've coached a client and you've had a killer testimonial, a killer transformation that you've walked them through, you can start to overthink very easily and be like, oh, I need to do this again, and I need to do this again, and oh my God, I want them to have the same experience. But we have to stop that. Their experience might be very different than the last round of experiences, because they're different humans with different needs, and therefore the message is going to be a little bit different. So while the training is the same, I'm teaching the same 7 trainings over the course of the 7 days. However, the bullet points, the overarching theme is the same, but whatever needs to come through me with examples or specific like sub notes or whatever it might be, or whatever pep talk or encouragement or thing I need to coach someone through is going to be different. It's going to be different because the people that I'm serving are different, right? And I started to even stress myself out because the last round, these 11 women, I knew them pretty well. And this round, there's so many incredible women that I've honestly, I hadn't met a lot of them that have joined us. I've barely really interacted with them, which is amazing. But I started to think like, oh my God, like what if that didn't resonate with them? And what if? But no, squash that, because I was in my heart. I was flowing. I was tapped in. I was being intuitive. Whatever they needed to hear is going to be what they needed to hear. And it might look very freaking different than the way Rachel perceived it, than the way Hannah perceived it, because they're different humans. They're going to pull different things from the same exact message that I'm saying. It's the same reason why maybe your mom says something and then your best friend says something, or your best friend's mom says something, and it's going to sound different coming from both people because they're different styles, they're different voices, they're different ways. It's happening, and they're picking up on whatever it is that they need to say about it, right? Does that make sense? Let me know. Let me read some of these comments. Let me know if this is resonating with you guys, because I get really freaking fired up on this topic. And I want it to bring you ease, right? I want you to show up completely as your authentic, truest form of yourself. And that shouldn't be overwhelming. What that should be is you just being tapped into your heart, getting out of your head and into your heart and allowing yourself to be the channel. You are the vessel, right? Let's see. Sarah says, yes, love this. Shannon, yes. Flo, I love when you guys say yes. That's how I picture it whenever I say it anywhere. It's like, yes. Let's see. Okay, Shannon, yes. Flo, feels 10 times better, and it feels like things click. Yes. It's almost like when you speak and you're like blacked out because you're just the vessel, you're the channel for it. And then all of a sudden people are like, that was so amazing. Your energy was next level. And you're like, was it? That's good. Like, I don't even really remember what I said, right? Does that ever happen to you? It happens to me all the time, and I'm like, oh, thanks. I don't even really remember what was said, because not because I was drunk through it, but because I was being channeled. It's not about me. Karen says, that's why I don't do the launches like lots of people, because I just let my intuition lead the way for me to serve. Yes, that's a lot of what I'm teaching in this training, which is really cool, Karen, that you're tapped into that, because that's what I do. Like in launching, and even this last launch, like it didn't feel stressful. I wrote a whole post about this. It didn't feel stressful. It felt very flowy. It felt very show up and share what's on your heart. It felt very like just do the damn thing in a way that feels good for you, and it's going to be met by the right people that need it at the right time. Does that make sense? Jennifer, I feel you, homie. It's all about the delivery, and some of it is about who is delivering. Exactly. I love that. Sarah, it does make sense. Coming from heart is everything. Absolutely. Miranda, yes, love this. It's because it's all the same information from the divine, but the divine expresses through all of us, and our personality, who we are on this physical level, is the way the divine chooses to express through us. You are glowing. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so true, though. You said it beautifully, Miranda, about even just like being tapped in, and there's someone greater, there's something greater, whoever you believe that is, that's helping us run the show. And when we're tapped into that, and I talked about this on the podcast today, when we're tapped into that, it takes the pressure off of us. It takes the weight off of us. I don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be tuned in. You just have to be able to hear your own thoughts and hear what's going on inside of you, and then let it come through you. And really, and this takes practice of not getting caught up in what she's going to think or what he's going to think or what this person's going to say, because it's not about them. If they're not going to receive the message well, it is not about them. It is about whoever needs to hear your message in that moment. And if it's coming through you, someone needs to hear it, right? So powerful. Miranda says, one time during a channeling session with myself, I wrote down that when we are attracted to books, courses, coaches, role models, etc., it's because we're actually recognizing that thing in ourselves. We aren't actually learning the info as if it was new. We're actually remembering the info. So powerful. Yes, that is super interesting. Another way that I've heard that said, that I've experienced, is that when we look up to someone, or even when you are like turned off by someone, for example, here's an example. There's a YouTuber, Marissa Lace. I'm obsessed with her. We're about to have her, We're about to have her on the podcast this summer. Super excited. But when someone first told me about her and they were like, oh, you remind me of Marissa, I was like, oh my God, you stop it. She's so annoying, whatever. And I was like going on and on and on about it. And I was like, no. And it turns out the reason that I was turned off by her is because she was living out loud something that was innate in me, something that was a strength that I had, something that was a personality trait that I have, that was turned off over time. The loud, speak your mind, share your truth, be who you are, be funny when you feel funny, like it doesn't matter if anyone else laughs, like whatever that might be, that's her. And I was like, I don't want to be that person because that person isn't liked or isn't well received or doesn't always fit in. So I had turned that piece of me off, and it was reflected in her. She was living that out. So eventually I realized this is mirroring back who I really am, a piece of me that has been hidden that wants to come out. And the fact that she was living it out, I was turned off by her, but it was actually part of me. Does that make sense? And then another way that I've heard it explained is that, let me go back to your comment. So when you're recognizing the thing in others that you look up to, it's mirrored back in you. What you look up to in other people is actually already within you, and you're mirroring it back, right? So they're mirroring it in you for you to see that this is a strength and a trait that you already have that has been bogged down or hidden over time and just needs to come back alive. Does that make sense? Let me know. So good. Hi, Dad. Hi, Stephanie. Hello, hello. So this is such a powerful thing. So you have to remember, this is when you are overthinking it, when you are overcomplicating it, you're making it about yourself. And I want you to get out of your head, and I want you to drop back into your heart, and I want you to realize that it's not about you. It is 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 about them and whoever needs to hear that message in that moment. So yesterday when I was like overcomplicating everything because the masculine came through and the very like hustler in me came through, and I overthought everything and I was organizing it too much, I literally had to take my notes and throw them out the window and be like, no, screw this. I can't. Like, whatever needs to come up in this moment will come up because it needs to come through me. And I have to trust that. I have to trust myself. I have to trust the divine. I have to allow myself to be the vessel and stop making it about me and being perfect and trying to make it exactly like last time, because that's not even freaking possible, and it shouldn't be possible. It shouldn't even be that way, right? So something that was said on the podcast that we released on Monday that I thought was super, super powerful. Hi, Natalie. Hello, Michael. That I want to share with you guys before we wrap up, and let me know if you guys have questions, was that Melanie was saying that basically before every call she does, before every training she does, before every live video she does, and I love this and I've adopted this since we interviewed her, and she was talking about that everything that we say, right, like I said in the beginning, everything we say is a borrowed idea, a borrowed message, a borrowed whatever it might be, borrowed words. And a lot of times we don't even know where it came from, or we don't even know where we learned it, because it's a gift and it's coming through us, right? It's coming through us. And she says it before every call, before every training, before every live video, she says a simple prayer, and she's like, in all honesty, I don't know who I'm praying to. I don't know who I'm speaking to. And you can insert whoever you believe in to be the higher power here. She says, but I say thank you so much for putting this person on my path, for putting these people in my path. I promise to help them to the best of my abilities. I promise to give them back to you better than you gave them to me. What if we started going into every call, training, video, podcast, whatever it is that we do? What if we went into every single opportunity to speak truth into someone, to hold space for someone, to be a match for someone, to show people the possibility in themselves? What if we went into every encounter like that, whether it was free or paid or whatever it might be, and simply said that prayer? Thank you so much for putting this person on my path. I promise to help them to the best of my abilities. I'm getting chills too, Rachel. I promise to give them back to you better than you gave them to me. Because these people that are encountering you, that are drawn to you, that are magnetized to you, it's not about you. They are drawn to the light in you. They are put in your path for a reason. And it is up to you if you are going to be open to receive them. And it's not about how perfect you are or how experienced you are or about how much money you charge that makes you the right person to coach them through this season. They were brought to you for a reason by something so much greater than all of us, right? If you believe, like Miranda said the other day, if you believe you have a purpose, you believe there's something greater than us, right? It's not just about us. But if these people were put in your path, it's not about me to go, wow, Miranda socks. It's not about me to go like blow Sarah away with my abilities. That's not what it's about. It's about me being the vessel, this person being guided to me, this person being put in my path, and me being able to hold space for this person, to speak truth into this person, to coach this person with the divine speaking through me, and it not actually being about me. Does that relieve pressure for you? Does that relieve the weight that you carry of having to be perfect or having to have all of the answers or having to have the right thing to say after your client shares XYZ? Does that relieve the weight of feeling like you have to go find your next 5 clients, and knowing that when you show up and you deliver and you allow yourself to be open and channeled through, that the right people are going to be put in your path regardless of really what certifications you have under your belt? Because in all reality, that doesn't matter. I know a ton of coaches who make a deal of money who are certified and some that are not. And it doesn't matter about the certifications. It matters about the experience that you give. And that experience comes from being the vessel. And that's just for me, like yesterday, I just had this like realization again. Like, I mean, I've had gone through this different times in my coaching journey, but I found myself getting so nervous. And I was like, why am I nervous? And it's because I was making it about me. And I was making it about the bullet points and the perfect to-do list and the perfectionist in me and the organized in me. And I had to knock that off and get back into, okay, who am I? Who are these women in front of me? And what needs to be heard tonight based on this topic that I'm training on? And allowing myself to be spoken through and just holding space for those women and knowing that they were going to walk away with whatever they needed to that night and every night, because I am the vessel and I am open to speaking what they need to hear. So that is why I wanted to share that with you guys tonight. I hope that was powerful for you. If you have not listened to that podcast episode yet, it is episode, oh gosh, I don't even remember, but it is with Melanie Ann Layer. She's amazing. You can go listen to it. It is Soul in the Raw over on iTunes and Stitcher. You can listen to that whole episode. She talks so much more about all of this. It's like a 50-minute conversation or so. Super freaking powerful. Would love to have you hang out with us over on the podcast. We release 2 episodes a week, one on Mondays, one on Wednesdays. One is always an interview of some guest expert, and then Wednesdays is always a tribe talks where you guys ask the questions. We share the nitty gritty of whatever comes up on that specific question or topic, so you can walk away with answers and clarity in whatever it is that you are looking for. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today at a random time on a freaking Tuesday afternoon with my crazy clip and my dewy skin. That's what it is. I'm going to go to the gym now and get this workout that I've been avoiding all day over with. And then I'm going to hop on my training for tonight's 7 days introducing spirituality into your business. So if you guys need me, you know where to find me. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with us here. And I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow for another live training of some sort. And if you guys have any ideas or any questions you want me to riff on, make sure to message them over to me so I can make sure to share what you actually want to hear. It's not about me. It's about what you guys want to hear from me. Have the most incredible day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.